it up, let it flow. Here on that rock and roll medicine show, you know of Spring Crick, from the headwaters of life here in Colorado, colorful Colorado, man. The place to be colorful, don't you see? Especially since it's legal here now, though it's not exactly free unless you happen to live around the likes of me, because we hand it out all over the place, and it gets handed. I mean, you know, it's a social thing here, man. You know, you share, especially when you have an abundant harvest. You share it plenty, man, because you got lots, and it's okay, you know. If you start running out, then you get stingy. You say, no, you can't have none of my. Oh, here, have a tote, man. Hey, I'll tell you what. Last season I was down to smoking everybody else's shaking, scratching, trimmings and stuff, but babies, I was happy to have it. At least I had that. At least I could maintain a buzz for a while. And over here, well, hell, the trimming's probably better than anything you guys ever dreamed of over there in New York City or down in L.A., unless you're really, really rich and powerful and you got the right connections with the CIA and all that. You know, the world's #1 drug runners, you know, the CIA, baby. We'll even stoop to marijuana every now and then, you know, wouldn't you say? That's why they don't want to legalize, you know, they want to keep, you know, some kind of corner on the market. Shit, man, you know, it's the CIA. You know, how are they going to finance, you know, all of their secret operations, you know? I mean, you know, without having to go and beg for money from the senators and congress people. They got big old blabber mouths and tell on everything and everybody, man, you know. Have to threaten them mightily to get them to shut up and toe the line and give us the money, you know. It's a lot of work. It's a lot easier to deal drugs, you know, because other people do all the dirty work for you. You just fund everything, you know, and provide the aircraft and shit like that, you know, and put your spies everywhere. I mean, you know, et cetera, et cetera. You know, and you got the partnership with the big guns out of the, you know, Sicily and all. I mean, you guys are covered, man, you know, shit. And now you cornered Afghanistan. I mean, shit. Oh, we're going to be in the heroin trade forever and ever, babies. We're the world's biggest drug dealers and damn proud of it. The CIA, your friendly neighborhood CIA, I might add, put up and shut up and don't give us any back talk, son or daughter. I mean, baby, you're going down, you're going down. Be afraid, you know. Twitler's in charge, man. Tweetler, that's what it is. Tweetler's in charge. Be afraid, be afraid. Well, I'm not afraid. How about you, babies? You know, I take it all with a grain of salt and a grain of sand, too, you know. You mix those two together, and you got some sandy shores there, man, you know. Salt and sunshine, baby. It doesn't get much better than that now, does it, you know? Well, sandy salt and sunshine, you know. It's that ocean breezes and, you know. Oh, God, all of a sudden I'm paraported to an island in the South Pacific that nobody knows about it. They've never set off a nuclear bomb anywhere close to it. I mean, shit, it's safe, it's plentiful, it's abundant, and there's some really cool people living there that, you know, welcome newcomers as the bosom of their very heart, because they know that's how it is. And that's where humanity's going to start all over again, while the rest of you cave in and just go down, okay? Good. I knew you'd understand, man. Thanks a lot. The party's on at my place. No, we're not leaving anyone behind. We're not going off to some desert island, though that would be quite divine. Let's do that anyway, just for fun, man, you know. Set a good example for the rest of life. Maybe we can blossom, make that the center of the blossoming of life now. You know, we got to start there in North Dakota, down in Texas now, so we got blossoms going on everywhere. We might as well start one down here in the South Pacific, okay? I mean, it's in my heart. It's a precious place, even though I've never even been down there this lifetime, not in an aeroplane or a ship or anything, you know. And that's the only way you can get there from here, man. You can't just walk on water unless, you know, you happen to be a Jesus lizard or something like that. But outside of that, you know, well, you got to take a boat that floats, or an airplane that floats in the air, man, you know, or something like that, you know. I tried a blimp once, but they shot me down over L.A. They wouldn't even let me get off the ground hardly, you know. Shoot. I tell you, it's those Goodyear people. I mean, they were going to sponsor me all the way, but, you know, then all of a sudden there's the CIA. What are you doing sponsoring that hippie? Blah, 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 blah. And bam, down the dang blimp came. And off on the sand I went. But at least I landed down there real near L.A. in Venice Beach, you know. And the folks there, the locals there, were glad to see me, landing there in my rocking chair, and they treated me right, man. Took me everywhere, bought me dinner, and took me out and taught me how to ride their surfboard backwards, and upside down too, No, that's because that's how I could do it. I couldn't do it any other way. Riding down in L.A., coming out of the sky, man, falling down was this big-hearted guy, Grandpaw Koyote. Can you imagine that? Well, somebody did, because it come flowing through me somehow or another, See, babies, we're all each other's lovers. We're all each other's story, too, man. Every one of us, And we all have a story to tell, man. And, we should all gather around a campfire and swap stories, wouldn't you say? I mean, shit. That's what Venice Beach was built for, little campfires and swapping tales at night down there after after a day of sunning yourself and funning yourself all day. Then, you get a little bit loose at night, talk a little bit of Mary J. and build a little campfire down there, maybe pass out a few beers. Not too many, a bunch of alcoholics, man. You gotta be careful. Careful. L.A., man, everybody, they could bleed you dry in a heartbeat, man. Drink more beer than anywhere else in the world. Even the Minnesotans have trouble keeping up with them. But, of course, in Wisconsin, don't worry, the cheeseheads got you beat. I'm sorry, L.A., but cheeseheads are number one when it comes to, drinking the old beer, wouldn't you say? Hey? Cheeseheads, I love them, man. Gee whiz. I'll tell you what, Wisconsin was, in the day it was a partying. I mean, it was the most partying place in the Midwest, man. Well, I know Minneapolis and Minnesota tried, but it's so damn froze over there, It really takes a lot of effort, And Wisconsin seems to come just naturally to the people there, I remember one time I was partying down with a native chick there in Fond du Lac of all places. Oh, God. She hit that soft spot in my heart. I wanted to live with her forever, but I was already involved in another paradigm I couldn't get out of. So, oh well, at least we had a moment or two of fun out there, in the nighttime, hiding from the sun, because in the light of day we didn't want to be seen, eh? And there goes the old truck driver sneaking away, going back, take some boats down to L.A. probably, since he gets that Mercury Marine engines loaded there. Fond du Lac. I remember that place well. I spent a lot of time up there, Had a great time there, too, man. I was really treated right. Well, a bunch of bunglers over there at Mercury Marine, so I always had to wait, sometimes a couple days. Well, that was really a gift from God, because Fond du Lac was a partying place in the day. I don't know how it is now. It's probably, crassly over-commercialized like most cool places are these days, It's probably got a Trump hotel there now, Shit, talk about gone to the dogs, eh? Okay, I'm having a little fun with you. Don't get mad at me. Don't send the National Guard. Jeez, I didn't do nothing, man. I'm peaceful, Want me to start wearing a diaper like Gandhi? I'll do it, man, but I won't quit wearing my cowboy hat. And I'll still have a shirt on, and my Levi's, too, so there. And I'll wear my boots or my moccasins or whatever I feel like wearing. Maybe I'll wear my Jesus sandals every now and then. I haven't had a pair of Jesus sandals since my hippie days. I wore out one pair of them. Lost them along the way after I wore them out. But, I never did encounter another pair that would fit me with me or stay with me for long. They just, God wanted me to wear cowboy boots for a while, so I did. But, there was a break there a year or two down there in Boulder when I was living there. I wore something like Jesus sandals. They weren't Jesus sandals. They weren't official Jesus sandals. They didn't have no rubber tires on them, and they didn't have the over-the-toe thing with the leather like that, Jesus was styling, man, and only wore one certain kind of sandal. So the sandals named after him have to be really just right, you see. So I can't claim to have worn those when I was living down in Boulder. But I did wear some open-toed sandals for a little while. Even in the winter, I learned how to do that, man. You wear some woolly socks with them, Now, you don't want to, well, I guess unless you're a real yogi, I couldn't quite control my body temperature that well just yet, I still can't. But I learned if you put a little pair of woolly socks on and you did not, the key was don't step in the puddle. Don't get your foot wet. And once you did, then you got to go inside and dry out somewhere, or you're going to freeze your foot off and have to go get it cut off, you know. And that's not fun. And then you decide that it's hard to walk after that, you know. Then you have to fly all the time, you know. And it's boring, and it pisses people off because they can't fly. Look at you, you damn amputee. You can fly, and I can't. Damn. I'm going to go cut my foot off. Some people about that shallow, but thank goodness not everybody is, huh? That's just a rare, exceptional being there. That was probably one of those, you know, Illuminati kind of people that were all sourpuss like that, right? The cool people, you know, you know, from L.A. and Boulder and other places. Well, shit, we never concern ourselves like that. Man, no way, man, you know. But if that lady ever wears the same dress as I again, I'm going to have her assassinated in a very painful way, okay? I don't care how much it costs me. Way of the world, huh? Well, way of the old world and around world, the WHIRLED. Ooh, living in Beverly, man. Ooh, that's the ghetto in L.A., in case you don't know, man. That's where the worst sorts go to live, you know, Beverly. Well, thank goodness there's a few lost angels there, too, that are coming around now. You know, I think even in L.A., you can find yourself in the lost and found if you just apply yourself, you know. You have to go there, find the lost and found, and make sure that's you that you're looking at and not somebody's, you know, artificial replication, because it is L.A. and all kinds of crazy shit goes on down there. You know, there's a vampire family living at the end of the street. They don't bother anybody in the neighborhood just out of respect, but baby, they prowl, you know, and they're for real, man. And it's the, and then there's the bankers from hell. I mean, God. Oh, I'm getting my breath back now. I'm remembering Venice Beach. Hippies live there. It's a cool place. There. Now I'm remembering good times. I see a female drummer with a full set, you know, banging away there in the sand, man. And this girl could party, man. Oh, God, what was her name? Yvette Sunderland or something like that. God, she was rocking, man. She should have been with, you know, she probably was applying for right there to be with one of the big bands. I hope she got her way, man. But besides being a hot chick to begin with, she could really beat those skins, man. Just right. I mean, God, she would make, you know, what was that guy, you know, Gene Krupa? She would make him jealous, man. I mean, she was good, man. With those sticks, man. I tell you what, you know. Ooh. Quite the accomplishment. But I think she had a tribal heart, that's why, man. And a surfer attitude. And, you know, a California tan to go with all of that. I mean, man, Venice Beach, I love you. You produce freaks and weirdos, but you turn out some really great, auspicious, crazy-ass people. And great music, too, man. Tune art. Oh, my goodness, I tell you what. You know, this, I mean, I got rock and roll paradise at my fingertips here, and, you know, in the Rocky Mountain High here in our green room, but, you know, some of the greatest music I ever heard was in offbeat places like Venice Beach in L.A., and, you know, little backwoods bars in Wisconsin and Minnesota, southern Illinois. I mean, some of the most godforsaken places on earth, too, you know. And you'd find some of the greatest music coming out of some of the greatest. I mean, it's like there's angels hidden out in these little backwoods places, man, just waiting for you to come by so they could give a performance of their lifetime. And they do. And they probably do it every night you're not there, too, man, because somebody else special is passing through. See? Man, there is so much magic in this life. And it's still out there, people. All you got to do is be it to see it. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Yes, indeed. You got to be like the parachutist now, man. You got to land in just exactly the right place. You got the big view, and you got the control. The wind's going to blow you around a bit, though, don't you know? So you got to adjust for that, but it ain't too bad today. Get those little ringy thingies in your little fingertippies and, you know, guide your old toes in, man. And get a soft landing on the beach. It'll be Venice again, you know. And babies, there'll be that band, you know, not just the chick, but the whole damn band. It's probably Pink Floyd or Uriah Heep or somebody like that, you know. Might even be, snirk, the Beach Boys, but God, Brian Wilson is a genius, and everybody knows that, you know. I mean, it's some of the greatest rock and roll ever lived, even if it is a little bit candy-ass and crazy. But look at the harmonies, man. There. I just remembered Austin, Texas. It brought me back to Earth. Kerrville. You know, one or 2 days we're going to have to do some special tunage here on this Spring Crick, the veritable headwaters of life. We're going to have to, you know, do some folk music and some bluegrassy and stuff like that. I've got some really good playlists kicking around if I can find the suckers here somewhere, you know. And we'll invite a few players on too, do a little live tunage. And we'll go to some festivals this year too. Maybe we'll get our bussa going and head out to some like the Guthrie Bluegrass Festival into September. That's awesome. And there's one up north of that in Kansas there. Earlier in the year, I can't remember. Boy, it's hot then, but it's beautiful. And but it is Kansas. You got to be careful with your weed and keep it out of sight, etc. But Winfield, yeah, God, yeah. See, there's some great festivals all over this world, man, you know. And, you know, we can go there, you know, mystically as well. We can grab some, you know, tunage from live recordings of the same and get it going on here on the Hazy Radio Network with Grandpaw Koyote early in the day, right here at the headwaters of live Spring Crick, where you get it from the beginning every day, Monday through Friday, but especially on a really wild and woolly free day Friday like this one, baby. Wasn't that Patrick awesome, man? I just love the spontaneity of our life here and of the characters we run into here and of our moments that we have as a result here on this Spring Crick Headwaters of Life, the Koyote Medicine Show in disguise, don't you know? Well, Grandpa's always got to be a little bit ironic and a little bit hidden, you know. I mean, you know, veiled in the way the Coyote is. Sneaky, you know, because we buy all our shit from Acme. If you want it to backfire, make sure it comes from Acme, because otherwise it don't work, you know. But if it backfires on you, it always teaches you a lesson, and you always come out of it better for it, right? It's the Coyote way. Remember that, okay? Nothing but blue skies from here on out in the Hazy Radio Network, because, you know, Grandpa will no longer be here till 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, in which case you'll probably hear a little thunder and lightning coming from the sky overhead. Just be ready. You're not dying. You're not dead. You're just not going out of your head. It's just Grandpa waking up early in the day and sending out a little musical tunage to help everyone else get their heart lodged and get with the program, because we're already there waiting for you, don't you? Well, maybe some of you come over here and push me along a little bit, okay? Maybe I need a little pushing on today. Have a great weekend, won't you, baby? Just remember, you always have it your way, no matter what way you're getting it, okay? That's what your grandpa say, your grandfather will love here. Bless you all, man, and bless your sweet bippies for being here day after day and putting up with my shit, too, and all of these angels that come pouring through and likes of me and you, baby. And it's just awesome, ain't it, man? I love being the dog children of the universe. I mean, that's what we are, too, the dog tribe, man. Well, some call us the bird tribe, but we're really the dog tribe, man. You know, we just have fuzzy feathers and wings to go with it, okay? Here's to the Coyote way. Here's to you. And what you get for the rest of the day and the whole weekend, too. Ever expansive love and emotion, baby. Guaranteed. 1,000% or your money back, okay? But first you got to, you know, write for one of those return numbers. And our credit department is headed by Helen Wade, baby. So, you know, be warned.